Hello students. So in today's class we will talk about the benefits and limitations of management information system. So first let us see the benefits of MIS. So the first one is increased customer satisfaction. So with the help of MIS you will be able to extract information, or you will be able to extract data that will help you to take better decisions. Okay, so if you are producing some product, it will give you the information regarding what the customers want. I mean basically what exactly the customer want. Okay, uh, think it from a marketing point of view. It will exactly tell what the customer want, what their needs, wants, or desires are. So based on this information, as a company you can take proper decision, such as which product to offer or what kind of different offerings you have to make to the customers, and accordingly you can make the offers. So when you're giving the customer what exactly they want, so obviously there's a possibility of increasing the customer satisfaction. Next, you have improved quantity and quality of information. So with the help of MIS, you are able to get a processed kind of information. You are not getting the raw data that is unprocessed. You are getting a processed data, or you can call it as a quality information. So because of this quality of information, you are able to take better decision. So MIS gives you improved or a qualitative information, and not just quality, even you will get plenty of different kinds of information. So even the quantity as well as the quantity of information will be very good here. Next, you have improved quality of management decisions. Now you are getting good quality information, you are getting a large quantity of information. Basically you are getting information that can be used for multiple purpose. Okay, so you are able to satisfy your customers also. That means as a management, or as a from a managerial point of view, you are able to take good decisions also. Only if you are able to take good decision based on the quality information, you will be able to satisfy the customer. If you are satisfying the customers, or if you are having an improved customer satisfaction, that means that you are having improved quality of management decision also. Now this is made possible with the help of MIS. So that is why MIS gives you the benefit of improved quality of management decisions. Next, you have improved responsiveness. See, think from a marketing point of view. So whatever your sales happening in your organization, every data is stored in the system, or every data or information is there in the central system of the company. Now so whatever information you need, particularly with relating to tackling your competition. Okay, so how you can tackle your competition? A very simple and easy way would be based on the data you have. Okay, so when you are having data, you can see what the competitors have done. Can you follow the same thing, or can you counter it with a different strategy? Now if your data or information shows that you can counter it with a different strategy, you can implement a different strategy. If your data shows that, so you're able to tackle the competition better. Okay, next you have improved operational efficiency and flexibility. See, if it is for example, if it is production, you will have the information relating to how much you can expect to be sold in the next month. So based on that expectation of sales, you can produce. Okay, see, because you have last month sales data, previous month's sales data, and the sales data relating to the months before that. So taking the information or data of those months, by applying some mathematical or statistical formulas, you can forecast the demand. Okay, you can forecast how much sales that might happen in the next month, and accordingly you can produce. Next, improved quality of communication. So this is both internal as well as external communication. So with the help of MIS, you can communicate, particularly transmit or disseminate information between different people in the organization with the help of a simple system. Improved quality of planning. Now again, you are having quality information based on which you can take quality decision. So as a result, your planning process will also be qualitative. And lastly, you have improved quality control and supervision. Now, you can set standards based on the past information, because you have some good quality information. Based on those good quality information, you can set some standards, and then you can measure those actual performance with the standards and find out whether the performance or the efficiency level is good or not. So if it is good, then you can maintain with the same level of supervision. Or if the kind of the performance or the actual performance, if it is not in par with the standard performance, then what you can do is you can try to find out where the deviation or deficiency has happened and then try to correct it. That is called as control and supervision. When it comes to the limitations of MIS, first one is not a solution to all the problems. Well, when you talk about MIS, it can give you the information that is required to take solution or take decision. So basically, it's like it's assistant, or it gives you assistance in taking decisions. It is not like that it gives you the solution to all the problems. It will give you, or it will help you to take decisions. And again, it is not sure that the whatever the assistance is given by the MIS, it can be applicable to everything. Okay, you can apply those solutions, or you can apply those assistance only to a certain number of things. It cannot be applied to each and everything. Next, it cannot meet special demands of each person. Now, if there are many number of people in the higher officials, or in the hierarchy, it is not possible to have a system which will satisfy the needs and wants or demands of all the people there. Okay, so if there are 10 different managers of different functional areas, it is difficult to have a management information system that would satisfy the demands of all 10 managers, okay, or all those functional areas. Next, it is design, if it is designed in an improper manner, it is of little relevance. So basically, if the design or the system of MIS, how it is developed and designed, if it is not a very good one, or if there are some faults, then your MIS will be of very little help. Okay, even if there is a small or a couple of defects in the system, your entire system will be of no much use. Then you have MIS is not good if the basic data is obsolete and outdated. Obsolete and outdated basically means old and outdated. So if the data is too old, if the data is relating to probably previous month or a couple of months or 3 months or maybe up to an year, it might be of some use. But if the data you are using to take decision based on MIS, if it is too old, say more than 2 years, 3 years or 5 years old, it will be of absolutely no use at all. And lastly, it ignores the qualitative information. See, MIS considers quantitative information, the information that can be measured in terms of numbers. You can say like 10 lakh rupees or 1000 units, 10,000 units, 10 employees, 20 employees, like that. Whatever it is, it is measurable, that it gives or that it uses to take decision. It will not consider things like satisfaction, the level of efficiency, the relationship between the people in the organization. So all those things are not given consideration to. So all these are the disadvantages of management information system. So that's it for today's class on the benefits and limitations of MIS. So other things we'll see in the next class. Thank you, students.